Live. Awesome. Yay. Okay, so Betsy, thank you so much for coming on today. I super duper appreciate it. I want you to just basically brag about how awesome you did at Food Freedom for Female Athletes, because you did such an awesome job. You're a running coach. I have immense respect for you. Just you've taught me so much about running coaching and how to like treat athletes well in this coaching experience. So it was really exciting for me to like give back to you as well. So why don't you introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about your coaching program, and tell us why you wanted to join Food Freedom for Female Athletes to begin with.
Okay, well, thank you. Again, my name is Betsy Slay, and I live in Lakeland, Florida, and I am an RRCA coach. I recently got my level 2 certification kind of during this whole thing, class that I did with Serena. So it was, and that was pretty amazing. We tried to get that done over the summer. And I just have a passion for running and runners, especially new runners. My coaching services is called Slay Running, which, it happens to be my last name, but it also happened to coincide with some pretty cool pop culture references at this point. So slayrunning.com is my website. I do in-person and virtual coaching. So, always looking to take on new clients. I think it's kind of interesting. I haven't always been an active person. I haven't always been a running coach or a runner. I had a background with disordered eating, and that started from a kind of a young age. Well, maybe not so young for disordered eating, but in my life, my teens, and really was pretty intense until I was in my early 30s, and kind of made some significant progress at that point. And a lot of the destructive behaviors were kind of under control, so to speak. But some of the positive behaviors that I really would have wanted to implement, that wasn't happening yet. And I think I wasn't in a place, or I didn't have the tools for that. I did discover intuitive eating a couple years back, and I bought a book and a workbook, and I was listening to a lot of podcasts. I started that process. I probably got about halfway through the book, and I just hit a stopping point that I couldn't get past. It just, maybe it was the right timing or whatever it was. So I didn't go past that. So fast forward 2 years, I have found Serena, again, following you on social media. And I didn't know you were an RRCA coach at that time. But when I was in the RRCA coaches Facebook group, somebody mentioned that you were their dietitian. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know her. So I started following you a little more closely. And that's when you were promoting your new program, Food Freedom for Female Athletes. And it was intriguing to me because it added in the component of not only, so intuitive eating plus taking in that sports nutrition component. That was the part that I was missing, and I realized that. So that's what made me realize right away that I wanted to do this. And I either think about something for a long time and I do it, or I do it right away. Though there's pretty much between. So this was something I did right away and contacted you.
Yay, and I'm so happy you did, because you really have just shown so much progress and growth. But I want you to tell us about that. So what are you proudest of accomplishing? And it could be one thing, it could be a few things. Brag about yourself.
Well, I think the thing that I don't know if pride is the word, relief, sense of satisfaction, but just being able to relax around food and not have it just obsessing my every thought of every moment of every day. I used to keep myself at a level of, I would eat enough to not be hungry, but I wouldn't eat enough to be full. And that comes from those old habits of, if I ate too much, then I would have some negative behaviors. If I didn't eat enough, I had some negative behaviors. So I always kind of wanted to keep myself kind of in that middle ground. That felt safe to me. And, but I was always thinking, what am I going to eat next? I mean, so it was just like, I would just eat just enough. and then I would be hungry again. And I was always thinking about food. And even, I think it's kind of interesting too, and I think this whole COVID crisis kind of had a lot to do with why I really pulled the trigger so quick on this. I was getting to the point where I would go to the grocery store, and going to the grocery store was not fun anymore because the masks, and you can't touch anything, you can't touch anybody. And, you know, I was worried that it was just ridiculous. And I basically had a panic attack one day in the grocery store because I had to have my list, and I had my list of everything I needed for my recipes for that week. And all of a sudden, guess what? You can't get everything on your list. No matter how hard the stores try, they can't get all this stuff. And it was so hard for me. So, but when we started working on this process, I started relaxing, and I started realizing that, you know, okay, if I just keep healthy food or fun food in my house, if I keep food in my house all the time, I always have stuff. So that could be that I just want to grab and eat, or it could be something, you know, things that I want to have to make meals. So instead of having an empty pantry at the end of the week, or an empty or refrigerator at the end of the week, we still had plenty of food. You know, we had food in the freezer. We had things that we needed, because it wasn't this fear, if I have this food, I'm going to eat it all. So I'm able to stock food and keep, you know, keep things. So I think having that freedom to not have to have everything planned out to the second what I'm going to have every meal of every day of every week, it gave me this freedom at the grocery store to just grab whatever I wanted or what I thought I might need to replenish, or it gave me a freedom today, like, do I want like a tuna wrap for lunch, or, you know, do I want soup, or what do I want? And it's just this relief that I cannot explain, but it's what I was looking for.
I first of all, like, that just makes my heart happy, because I think you either get it or you don't. And if you don't get it, then like, this isn't the program for you, and that's okay with me, right? But every word you're saying, I'm like, I remember being that girl in the grocery store that had to hit her macros perfectly. And like, I'm just so, I don't know. I think I have this respect for you because you're a fellow entrepreneur and you're a running coach, and I know you're working with runners and like inspiring them to find a better quality of life through running. And I think because I have this like this extra, I mean, I respect all my clients, but like I have this like utmost of respect for you because you are a fellow entrepreneur and working in this space, that like I just feel so happy that I got to work with you. I really mean that.
This is something I'm already sharing with my clients too, you know, within the scope of certification. And I'm excited to share this with them because I want that freedom for more than just me.
Yeah, for all women. I mean, for all men too, but I think we're especially afflicted as females.
Yes, I agree.
So what would you say to somebody who is thinking about joining this program?
I think if you are serious about kicking diet culture to the curb, serious about your training, and serious about fueling, and serious about feeling good in your body and feeling good as you go through each day, I think that this is something that you should consider. I think as women, oftentimes we have this tendency to take care of everybody else but ourselves. We will spend money on everybody else but ourselves. We will spend time on everybody else but ourselves. But when it comes to ourselves, we kind of feel like, well, I probably shouldn't do that, or, you know, that's expensive, or, you know, I probably shouldn't spend that on myself, or I don't have that much time. That feels selfish. But something, if you can get through, this was a 3-month commitment. It's not a lot, honestly. That's one of the questions you probably remember me asking you at the beginning was, how much homework is there? I was so, because I am a type A personality. You know, homework, I'm gonna do every little bit of the homework, and I'm gonna comment on every post or whatever. Yeah. So I was anxious about how much homework there was. There really isn't homework. It's just things that you are, you know, you take through with you, lessons you take with you through your week, and you work on your own time. So for me, so the time, that was such a relief to find out that I wasn't going to be committing to that. But you're worth it. This is 3 months that you can think about this thing, and it's and in 3 months is nothing. I mean, this is something things I'll be working on for the rest of my life. But this 3 months of intense study and learning and kind of self-exploration was an investment that's going to free me up my time, my headspace for the rest of my life.
Thank you so much, Betsy, for sharing that. I think we kind of answered the questions that people had asked about what was the best advice you got, and kind of figuring out what was motivating you. So I appreciate for just kind of you being so transparent and sharing your whole story with everyone. And like I said, everyone go to slayrunning.com. Betsy is fabulous. She is real deal. I feel like you're I don't know her personally, but like I kind of feel like I do. There was one time I texted you or messaged you on the app that we use in the program, and I think I was like, I skipped my workout today. I feel like I have to tell you that, because like I just like have such respect for Betsy and as a coach. So she's the best. And again, thank you so much for everything.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
Yeah. Okay, Betsy, I'm going to sign us off of Facebook, which I'm actually not sure if it worked because I'm seeing something weird here. Oh, great. I don't know if it worked, but I recorded it anyway, so it's all good if it didn't work, so it's no big deal. But I don't know if it's going to be on our Facebook page, but I will reshare it. Anyway, thank you again, and I'm going to see you in 13 minutes. I'm going to go refill my water bottle and be all up in your face again.
Yeah, I think Sarah sent me a message